Don't let the ball go out of bounds if you can save it. You looking bored, let's pass it to entertainment. Now I'm in the spotlight, remember when they was hating? Battle of the classes like all the students was fading. It get wacky with science. Worldwide, bring us together, we got an alliance. Two truths, I can't believe it, cause one of them lying. Hot takes, what he say, I don't agree in the slightest. Dragon trivia, tell me what you know about it. Told them let me cook, so then they had to make a show about it. Joke of the day right after weather if you feeling cloudy. Master control crew, the show wouldn't even be without him. Then we got cook and protect, tip and principles corner. Turn off your phone, better tune in, let's get it swarming.
Good morning, Sprayberry. Today is April 17th, 2025. I'm Ian, and welcome to today's episode of The Swarm. Today is National High Five Day. Spread some love and encouragement today by high-fiving anyone you see, and let them know that their accomplishments don't go unnoticed. The SAT word of the day is virtuoso, meaning someone highly skilled in music or another artistic pursuit. For example, Beethoven is famous for being a virtuoso in classical music. The quote of the day is, "We don't have a great day, we make it a great day," from football coach Frosty Westering. Make sure to make today a great day, Sprayberry. On this day in 1790, famous writer, inventor, and founding father Benjamin Franklin died of a disease called pleurisy. He is known for his invaluable role in the American Revolution, and he's developed of the lightning rod. Today, you can find him on the $100 bill. April is Autism Awareness Month. So let's start off the show with this video on autism awareness.
Autism Awareness Month is observed in April to promote understanding and acceptance of individuals with autism. It's a time to raise awareness about the challenges they face and to celebrate their unique strengths. Many organizations and communities host events and activities to educate people about autism and to support those affected by it. It's a great opportunity to learn more and show support. What is autism? Autism is a developmental disability that affects how a person communicates with and relates to other people. It also affects how they make sense of the world around them. It's a spectrum condition. This means that while other people with autism share certain difficulties, their conditions will affect them in different ways.
Senior picnic is tomorrow, following the Senior Elite ceremony. Only seniors who have paid their class dues are allowed to attend. This will cover their catered lunch that day and all the fun festivities out at the football field. This will also get them the senior class shirt, which is their ticket into the event now. Let's hear this week's Protect tip from Mrs. Wyatt.
Yellow Jackets, this is Mrs. Wyatt from your Media Center, where you find what you love here. And I am here with today's Pro Tech Tip of the week. A couple things. Number one, we had a Patch Tuesday over spring break. That means that Microsoft pushed a bunch of updates in one night. If you haven't already, you may see on your lower right part of your screen it looks like a little sun, a little yellow dot. That means that your laptop needs to be restarted and pull in updates. So be sure to do that. Also, it is EOC season. That means that everybody taking an EOC absolutely has to have an updated laptop. Otherwise, it may shut down and update while you're taking the test. That would be a problem. So this is what we want you to do. We want you to pull in those updates. Remember, in the search bar, just put check for updates. Hit that button that says check for updates a couple of times. Also, down in the search bar, we want you to put in Company Portal. Open the Company Portal and then click on Sync. That'll pull in all other updates. Then we want you to restart the laptop, not just powering it off, but actually go to the Microsoft Square, hit that, and then over on the right side, you'll see the power off and the restart button. We want you to restart it, and that will refresh it for you. Then, if you are taking an EOC, we want you to launch the DRC app. That is the application that you will be using to take the test. So we want to make sure that that is loaded on your desk. You should see the icon on your desktop. Click on that and make sure that you can log in. Finally, we want to remind everybody that you will be holding on to your laptops until you graduate. So we do not collect them at the end of the school year unless you are a graduating senior, and we will collect it from you the week of graduation practice, the week of graduation. So that is all I have for you today, Yellow Jackets. I hope you're doing great, and good luck in EOCs.
Athletes, tryouts for girls volleyball will be on May 1st, 2nd, and 5th from 6 to 8 p.m. each day. Registration is now open at sprayberryvolleyball.com. Remember, you must have an updated athletic physical to participate in any conditioning, tryouts, or season events. If you have any questions or concerns, see Coach M in room B5. Sprayberry's cross country will be having their interest meeting on April 30th at 6 p.m. in the cafeteria. There will also be a flag football interest meeting today at 5:30 in the cafeteria. Interested athletes and a parent guardian should be in attendance. Now, speaking of sports, here's Taylor with this week's sports update.
Hey Jackets, today's Thursday. I'm back, your go-to source for all things sports. Let's talk about Monday and Tuesday sports. Monday, we had girls golf playing against Wheeler. I do not have those scores, so let's move on. On Tuesday, we have varsity boys baseball playing against Riverwood. Varsity boys and girls soccer also playing against Marietta. Now, on Wednesday, we sadly had our track and field meet canceled. Moving on to today's sports, we only have our varsity soccer teams playing Alpharetta. Girls start at 6, boys start at 8. It is Camo night, so show up to support and bring the energy for both our soccer teams. Come on, guys, just show up. Now, tomorrow we'll have Corey interviewing one of our varsity baseball players. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Stay swarming.
Seniors, please don't forget to return your checked out library books to the Media Center before you graduate. All accounts must be cleared as per the graduation guidelines. If you have a problem locating an old checkout, please see Mrs. Wyatt, and don't forget, now is the time to complete your graduation survey in Naviance. Log in at Clever and scroll to Tasks from My School, followed by Class of 2025 Graduation Survey. This is mandatory, so be sure to complete it before it's too late. PT Solutions Smyrna is offering free athletic physicals this Saturday. Registration is required and athletes should wear shorts and a t-shirt. Make sure you have your physical CCSD paperwork completed with a parent signature. Space is limited, so register now by going to linktree/PayberryAthletics. Now, let's hear the weather and the joke of the day from Cesar and Mr. B.
Hey guys, welcome back to the weather. I'm your host, Cesar Laguna. I'm here with my other camera person today. Yo Gabba. Okay, and for today's song of the day, it's called May by Video Club. I don't know the name of it. I don't know. It's a French song. It's really, really good. Anyways, I hope you guys had a wonderful spring break. It was quite cold for it to be spring. It's cold right now, actually, a bit, but the sun's in my face, so, like, yeah. Anyways, so for today's weather, Thursday, it'll be a high of 79 with a low of 52 with a 2% chance of rain, but I doubt it's gonna rain. It's just really cold. Pollen is leaving us now, I guess. I don't know what to say. Hillary's not with me. She's no longer with us for today and tomorrow. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. Oh, I have the advice or quote for today. Okay, I don't have a name for it, but whatever. Never go into a relationship when you feel lonely. You might grab the wrong thing, because when you're desperate, you grab anything you want, not what you need, and I want you to get only what you need, and that is the best. All right, and now to the joke of the day with Coach Ben Berry. Bye.
All right, Jackets, here you go. So why do scuba divers fall backwards into the water? Why do scuba divers fall backwards, you know? Because if they fell forward, they'd still be in the boat.
Sprayberry's Tome chapter is collecting new or gently used books for the Cobb County Public Library Books to Keep program. The public library will be distributing these books over the summer at local parks. So if you have any good books you want to share with the community, bring them to the collection box in Mrs. Wyatt's office in the Media Center or in Mrs. Valentine's classroom in room 218. Now, let's see which student Shania has picked on this week's Spotlight.
What's up, Yellow Jackets? I'm Shania, and we're back here with Sprayberry Spotlight, and today we have Ava.
Hello.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, so she does football cheer, basketball cheer, she works outside of school, you're in SOS, student council, she's a Model UN member, and she takes AP and honors classes. Period. Okay. Okay, what motivated you to get so involved in activities at school?
My mother, it was kind of like before motivation, it was kind of
Did
like
she force you?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
okay,
like, you need
okay.
to get in there because colleges are going to look
So
like
she was
that.
just like, you need to do a bunch of stuff so it looks good for college.
Yeah, so I kind of
Okay.
just picked what I gravitated and what I could fit into my schedule, kind of.
Okay. Have you faced any challenges juggling multiple responsibilities?
Absolutely. I'm challenging right now.
Whew. Like
Yeah.
what? What specifically?
I mean, procrastination is a really big thing with me. Like, I'll sit and I'll be like, man, does this really, procrastination's really bad, and being able to organize everything and try to make time for stuff, it's really difficult, honestly.
Okay. What skills have you developed from being involved in different activities?
Patience, definitely, especially with my job. Patience is like a big thing that I've tried to gain, or that I'm just consistently getting tested on, I guess. Like, yeah, patience and just being able to like understand my wins, take my wins and my losses.
Okay. Do you think being involved in multiple things has changed your perspective in school?
Definitely. I think that I can't think. I think that when I do stuff, what's it called? The more you do.
It was hot.
Actually, hold on, guys.
It's hot.
It is.
It's too hot to think.
I can't really, Okay, the more that you do in school, I feel that sometimes it might give you like after if I finish something for a club and finish an assignment and I get a grade on a test, like if I just do a bunch of stuff back to back, I'll feel more accomplished almost. But then at the end of it, I'm like, yo, I'm tired. Like, and I feel like sometimes it doesn't have to be that tiring. So just take your wins and your
You got to
losses.
keep going though. Even if it's really tiring, you just got to keep going.
Like, honestly, you got to persevere, but also know like what you can handle and what you can't. Because I used to be in like 50 billion clubs, and I had to realize, I was like, yo, I can't do all of this. So you also have to just know what you can take on your plate and what you can't. I'm like walking proof that sometimes you will mess up, and sometimes like you can't juggle it all, but like you'll still make it out. You'll still figure it out, honestly.
There you go.
Okay.
Clock it. Okay. What advice would you give to someone looking to get involved in more activities in school?
I definitely say there's announcements going on all the time. We have billboard in 50 different vicinities. You got billboards everywhere. There's stuff like with clubs everywhere. Like, you will find something for you. And I mean, I mainly looked freshman year. Like, sometimes you don't even have to be a part of a club all year. Like with Model UN, I'm like they'll see me the first half of the year, and then when we do like when we go to KSU or do like some type of conference, then you'll see me. So like some people who are like, you know, it's like
you're just in and out of it, but that's okay.
Exactly, but you can still be in it. So don't ever think that, well, you know, I have practices all these days and these days. Like, you could still do it. So in my opinion, you'll find something. You'll find something for you, and you talk to the leader of the club, you'll be able to manage your time great.
Okay. Is there anyone you want to shout out for this interview that you grew close with throughout high school?
Freak. Oh, not Freak. Let me think. Like a teacher, a peer.
Anyone.
Stress. That I've grown close with. No, your questions are hard to answer, guys, when you're like asking.
And it's hot outside.
And it's hot outside. I'm trying not to squint. That you're asked for on deck. I mean, when it comes to like teachers and leaders, I've definitely grown closer to Miss Stacy, Miss Dellner in the front. I've definitely grown closer. That's my queen. I always try to like put a little bit of free time for my friends and for my loved ones and my relationships. So like, you know, I try to make it work. But
period.
I love them. I love them down.
We love that. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, that was it for this week of Sprayberry Spotlight. I will see y'all next week. Well, bye guys.
Bye guys.
Students, as we approach spring 2025 EOC testing, make sure to keep your laptop up to date. Make sure you're charging it every night and restarting it periodically to keep it updated. And don't forget that we will be having an alternate bell schedule tomorrow for the senior recognition ceremony. So make sure to make sure to go to your homeroom in the beginning of the day. Now, let's check out this week's episode of Principal's Corner.
Good morning, Sprayberry. I hope everybody had a wonderful spring break. We are back to school. We've got a lot of really good events this week, and then testing coming up next week. So a couple things about this week. We've got Honors Night on Wednesday. We've got Senior Baccalaureate on Thursday. And I just want to remind everybody that if you did decorate a cap, you can wear your decorated cap at Baccalaureate on Thursday. Friday, we've got Senior Elite. I had some people ask if they could wear their decorated caps for Senior Elite. You are more than welcome to do that as well. And you've got, we want to encourage all of our seniors to dress up nicely for the event. And then afterwards, we'll obviously have the picnic, so you all can change before you go out to the field. So lots of really good things this week. And then next week, like I said, we start EOC testing and then AP testing right after that. So make sure you are coming to all of your classes, getting prepped for your tests so that we can perform well on those. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of the week.
Parents and faculty, Sprayberry's craft show is in need of volunteers. Last year, the entire show had to run with less than 8 adult volunteers, and they need at least 15. So if you want to help keep the amazing tradition of Sprayberry's craft show alive, please volunteer to help with coordination, setup, logistics, publicity, or anything you can provide. If you're interested in joining the committee, please contact Leigh Paget at lily1273@bellsouth.net. Sting would like to invite everyone to come out tonight to help support our varsity soccer team against River Ridge in the last home game of the season. The theme is camo, and the games will start at 6 for girls and 8 for boys. We hope to see you there. Now, let's wrap up the show with Nasir on this week's Worldwide Update.
So this is the brand new 2025 iPhone.
Are you sure?
16
Are you sure?
E.
Are you sure?
Get down, Mr. President! Why you think they call me Mr. Worldwide?
What is up, Sprayberry? It is your boy Big Nas, Mr. Worldwide, back on the swarm. We are in the Battery of Atlanta. We're in the Battery, Atlanta. Sun is out. I'm just gonna get right to it. We don't got no time to waste. A couple of ladies have been up in space. Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, and Gayle King. They got set up to space in a Blue Origin flight, sponsored by none other than Jeff Bezos himself. Don't know why he's sending people to space for no reason at all. They were up there for literally like 4 minutes, and all they did was let Katy Perry sing and they floated around in space for a little while. Apparently they landed about 5 minutes later. All the news stations are gonna tell you when they landed. They were screaming in excitement. Oh, they were so happy when they landed. But you know, we've got video evidence that says the complete opposite.
Pulled out.
Hear that screaming inside the capsule?
It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
A lot of people online are saying that the whole thing was completely fake, you know, because in the videos that are shown, you can see that they're in space, but they don't have a space helmet on. And you know, the one thing about space is that you need to be able to breathe. And you can't really do that without the helmet. But you know what? I'm not saying it's fake, so I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, so when Katy Perry got back on land, she did kiss the dirt. I'm not sure exactly why she did that. A website called 4chan recently got hacked and completely shut down recently. If you know what 4chan is, it's basically Reddit for advanced degenerates. They got completely hacked. The whole site has been shut down. People's IP addresses have been leaked. What is confirmed though is that before the site went down, the very last post that got uploaded was Chicken Jockey.
Steve, cracking table, the overworld, Enderpearl, Minecraft, Lux, Steve, bucket changes on life for Enderpearl, the overworld, save this world with Steve, the Nether, Chicken Jockey.
Comedy writes itself, okay? I don't know what's going on with presidents in other countries, but the former president of Peru, Ollanta Humala, and his wife, Nadine Heredia, have been found guilty of money laundering and both sentenced to 15 years in prison. However, for some reason, apparently Nadine, the wife, she's escaping prison entirely and is being sent to Brazil in a Brazilian embassy. She's got asylum in a Brazilian embassy, but Mr. former President Ollanta Humala, he's going straight to jail. 15 years prison, money laundering. Apparently he's taken $3 million in illegal funding to crowdfund his campaign, and they took $200,000 from Venezuelan leader Hugo Chavez. He's got some history. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up with our final story. There's been 7 now Jurassic Park movies. There's the 7th one coming out, Jurassic Park World, I think it's called. And even after all these movies, scientists still have not learned the lesson that unextincting animals is probably not a good idea. Because now, scientists have brought back the dire wolf. I've never even heard of this thing, and you probably haven't either because it went extinct hundreds of years ago. Why are we bringing it back? I don't understand what's going on. Apparently the reasoning for bringing back the wolf was to like cut down on overhazing, which is like when deers and cows eat too much grass and it messes up with the ecosystem or whatever. I think there's better ways you could reduce that than reinventing animals that went extinct. Like maybe they went extinct for a reason. You ever think about that? Why do you think dinosaurs went extinct? It's because they're crazy. You think a T-Rex can just go walking down the highway? Am I supposed to be okay with that? No. Put them extinct. Leave the wolf extinct. But you know, it's not that big of a deal. As long as they're not in my house, I'll be okay. And also, I heard they're kind of cute, so maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I'm overreacting. And this isn't like new. This isn't like new stuff that's happened. They've done this a lot in the past. Like everybody remembers Ice Age, and they had the big old woolly mammoth. What was his name? What's his name? Manny? Manny from Ice Age. He was a big old woolly mammoth. He was a cool guy, but you know, they all went extinct a long time ago. And scientists are trying to bring them back. They made this mouse called the woolly mice. They're hoping that it turns into a woolly mammoth someday. I really don't see why we need to bring them back. Like, they're cool and all, but what do they really do? You know, like, they've been extinct for a while and we're doing just fine without them. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. All right, chat, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching this episode of Worldwide, and shout out to my boys TJ and Ethan from ROTC. They seem like good guys. Thank y'all for your service. Soldier, at ease. I'll see y'all next week, hopefully. I didn't get to see y'all last week before break, but I'll be back next week, I promise. It's been real, y'all. Don't be a sheep. Stay swarming. Take it easy. Love y'all, boys. Peace out, man.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of The Swarm. We hope you enjoyed it and have a great day. Excellence our tradition, diversity our strength, and success our mission. And remember, Jackets, together we swarm.
Don't let the ball go out of bounds if you can save it. You looking bored, let's pass it to entertainment. Now I'm in the spotlight, remember when they was hating. Battle of the classes like all the students was fading. It get wacky with science. Worldwide, bring us together, we got an alliance. Two truths, I can't believe it, cause one of them lying.